What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it. It is the 23rd of April. Here we are at about $94,000, just below there. We had a high today so far of 94.7K. This is perfect because from an overall high that we had back on January 20th there at 109K to the low that we had here on April 7th at about 74.5K. This is the golden ratio retracement. It's the golden retracement right there. So we're finding some turbulence here. How long does this turbulence last? I don't know. I mean, it could be a day, it could be a week, it could be an hour. We could be moving up here by the end of today. Who knows? But it is an area likely with the golden ratio that you do find resistance at the first attempt coming up, right? From the high to the low, anytime you come up to the golden ratio, it is almost always the expectation that you do find resistance there on the first attempt. Sometimes you do push right on through, but being that we are at this relative area of resistance here, there's a big area of support back here. A little bit of just turbulence over here, not so much respect, but just with this relative area here, it makes a lot of sense, so we might stop here. And then, of course, the golden ratio is there. If we take this relative high to the relative low, you're also right above your 1272. Perfect area to find resistance, though I will say most of the time, if we're looking at it from this FIB perspective, if you close above the 1272 like this, you'll press on. So I mean 95K, above 95, probably above 96K, maybe 100K could be on the table right now. We'll see. Let's look at the shorter term time frames. If we're looking at this on a daily RSI perspective, we have another reason to carry on. It's the fact that we got overbought here every time, or not every time, but generally speaking, it's like 2 out of 3 times. When you get overbought on the daily RSI, you press on. It's not as soon as you get overbought that you sell off. It's more like you continue to press on, right? So I don't think that this is the end of this move. I think that it's rather just the beginning, right? But we might have a little bit of a standstill here today or tomorrow, or let's just see how it looks. So looking at the 4-hour RSI, we have been overbought for quite a little bit here. You've got higher highs in the RSI, higher prices, volumes increasing so far. I mean, really it just looks super strong. This isn't a problem at all. Anybody, if you're new to technical analysis and you look at the RSI and you see this and you're like, this means we have to go down. Well, I mean, it doesn't actually. It doesn't mean that we have to go down. It just means that we have to maybe cool off. Being on a 4-hour basis, this could require a day or two of just chilling out. We don't have to go down necessarily, but go down a little bit, of course, because you can only get this RSI to cool off with red candles. That's the only way that it works. So if we were to look for a little cool off here, but nothing dramatic, I'm not expecting anything dramatic. From a relative low to a relative high, we could see the price go down to about 89,000, just below 90K. I could see 89.5K right there. That makes a lot of sense, right? We take the same low here, we put it at our last high, which was right here. We found support at the 236 continuously, and that was the fake out high. Really, you'd actually measure the fib right here, right? That's your fake out high. So you found support at the 236 perfectly, and you continue to move up. Might we expect the same thing here? I don't know. It makes sense to me. On a lower note than that, even if we go all the way down to 86.4K, 86K itself, it's common enough to wick below the 382 on the first attempt. So if being here at 93.5K, oh wow, we're already dropping 93.5K. If being here, we go down to 86,500, 86,000, I'm not worried. That's a mild drop for Bitcoin. And we could get that done. Man, we could move down there over the next 2 hours and come back up by the end of the day and be here. I'm actually expecting that these drops, these corrective phases on the way up, they're going to be fast. That's kind of my expectation. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I do think that it's starting now. One way or another, I think we're going down to just below 90K or maybe even right around 86K. One way or the other. And that's on a 4-hour basis, so I think that over, like the rest of today, probably going into tomorrow, but being that we did just get overbought, if it'll load, being that we did just get overbought on the daily time frame, I am expecting that we continue to run higher over the coming days and weeks, right? The next day or so might be a little bit of a corrective movement, but little bit is the key word. It's not going to be anything too dramatic. If we're looking at this on a 1-hour time frame, just to help confirm this, yeah, look at that. The volume is picking up here. Volume is picking up. The RSI is blank. Anytime the RSI is blank, that means that you're going 100% to zero. No, that's not what that means. RSI You know, you've got lower lows here in the RSI right now, relatively speaking, with higher lows, which is a good thing. But as long as you're continuing to drop, it does set the bar. You know, you could close below this. You no longer have higher lows. You'll have lower lows. So until you get a green candle or some kind of bounce, this lower low with the higher low, it's not anything to get too excited about. Really, the fact that volume is picking up on this 1 hour candle here, and we're dropping like this, makes me think that we do have a little bit of retracement to go. I really do like that $89,000 to $90,000 area. I really do think that's where we're going to go. 1 hour RSI, it looks bullish as hell overall, but maybe we cool off a little bit more. Maybe we don't go as low as I'm thinking, man. I don't know. The whole theory that I've had for this move up is that it's going to be faster than expected, right? We're going to from this whole time, right? We were saying, I was saying, it's not we, it's just me. Maybe some of you were saying this too. I don't know though, right? I got the mic, so I was saying, and I'm making sure that you guys can hear me. Yes, okay, good. The mic's not muted. That when we have this move, we're going to see new all-time highs. And it's going to be faster than expected, right? People are going to be blown away, and the reason why I predict this is because this is my third bull cycle. I've seen this happen enough times. Whenever we move at our fastest, is when there's the most disbelief and uncertainty surrounding Bitcoin. With all the things in the political world, the tariffs and stuff like that, and then just the mere fact that Bitcoin itself has been dropping for months. And this bull cycle has been a little bit tame, to say the least. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of people in the crypto space who think that this is just a relief rally and we're in a bear market and we're going down, right? And maybe they're right. I don't think they're right. I don't think we're anywhere near the beginning of the bear market. We still have more bull market to go. But, time will tell. We'll see how it goes. But with moments like this where there's a lot of doubt or uncertainty and fear surrounding Bitcoin, that's the moment when there's a lot of people who are on the sidelines, right? Because if there's fear and doubt and uncertainty, people aren't going to go full gung-ho into crypto. They're going to wait and see how things play out, which you can wait and see, but you're going to have to wait and see. You'll wait and then you'll see. You know what I mean? That's not how I want to do it. I want to buy and then wait and then see, if that makes any sense. I don't know. With that perspective, I think a lot of people are on the sidelines, which means there's a lot of people who have sold already and they're looking to buy back in. As we move faster and we move up to these targets that people aren't expecting because they think we're in a bear market, they think we're just going to keep up with this downtrend, and we start breaking away from it. More and more people will buy in, the FOMO will get real, and we'll start to see this rally take off at a faster pace than anything we've seen in months. And that's kind of the expectation. It wouldn't surprise me. In fact, what I've been calling for from a low here to the high of this next endeavor, I'm expecting this move to be overall bigger than the last move, right? A lot bigger. If we're actually measuring this last move properly, I think that obviously the low here started here, the high is over here, but I think the real move itself started from this low. So from this low to this high, that's kind of your move. I think this next move will be bigger. If it was even the same size as that move there, that puts us at about $140,000. I think we're destined to see $170,000 to $180,000 by the end of June, by the end of this next move. I really do expect that it's going to be more robust, faster, stronger than anything we've seen this bull cycle so far. That's kind of the expectation. It'll be reminiscent of what we saw here, but with less of a pause in the middle. That's kind of what I'm thinking here, right? Like this was a big, massive move. This is pretty damn fast. It might not have felt like it whenever we had this pause here, but overall, Bitcoin, you guys, moved up like 200% from September to March. That's pretty damn awesome. I mean, if we did that here, that would be, Bitcoin would be worth almost $200,000, right? Or 200%. No, it'd be over $200,000 from here. Anyways. And at that rate, September to March, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's 6 months. So that would put us out a little bit further than June. But I don't think we're going to see this kind of movement, by the end of June. I think that we're going to see something that's just a little bit bigger than this kind of movement by the end of June. Anyways, looking at this here on the weekly RSI, we are bouncing off of our 40 area, right just below our 40 area here, double bottom right there. We bounced just below the 40 there, and we bounced right at the 40 here, each time sending us to the overbought zone. I just want to ask you, what does it look like we're doing right now? Is it reminiscent of anything that we've seen in the past recently? I think it is. I think that this does imply that we are going to see continuation. We will see new all-time highs. We're going to see that next phase higher, and we're just waiting. We're just waiting at this point. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Don't be surprised if crypto today gets a little bit volatile. Don't be surprised if even going into tomorrow gets a little bit volatile. I'm expecting Bitcoin to pull back probably down to about 86.5, 86K if not probably $89,000 to $90,000. That's the expectation. So nothing too crazy. We're not done here. We've got more to grow, and I think by the end of the month we will be, if not at new all-time highs, we'll be we'll be very close to new all-time highs. Okay. That's all I got for you guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.